Hi, I'm Libby Gibson, Town Manager. Welcome to What's Going On in Town Government. We are here again at the community room of the Public Safety Facility where we have just concluded our Board of Selectmen's meeting for the week. I must say, this meeting went on quite a bit longer than I thought it was going to. Yeah. We had a lot of stuff on the agenda, though. There's a amended state law that allows liquor stores to open at 10 a.m. instead of 12 p.m. on Sundays.
Boy.
And the liquor stores must notify the local licensing authority, which is the board. And so we did that. There are several liquor stores that are going to take advantage of that.
Let me ask you something, just for a second. What happened to the famous blue?
That's an amendment to the blue law.
We have what blue law? There is
no
law.
That's the blue law. Retail places can't open till a certain time on Sundays and whatever.
What about adult bookstores?
You know what I think about that? Times have changed.
Well, that's why I'm asking you about the adult bookstores. When do those start up again?
You would know more about that than me, I think.
I mean, I thought Massachusetts said, okay, no way, we're not going to open on Sundays.
Well, apparently, Gino, they've changed their mind a little bit.
Wow.
In any case, we did a lot of real estate items. Our kind of biggish thing was parking. We had a public hearing regarding some changes we're making to our parking regulations, which primarily revolve around overnight parking at the town lots, specifically the Town Pier lot and the Silver Street lot. In a nutshell, and this is going to be advertised and we will post a more extensive summary on the town website, but in a nutshell, there is overnight parking allowed at the Silver Street lot and the Town Pier lot only between Columbus Day and Memorial Day. Commercial vehicles will be required to have a permit. If you are a local commercial vehicle, meaning your vehicle is registered here and theoretically you live here, you will pay a $25 fee to park overnight in those two lots. If you are a non-resident commercial vehicle, you will pay $400 to park in either of those lots. For the season, correct.
How is it different from,
well,
I don't even remember.
Previously, you pretty much could park overnight whenever you wanted.
Oh.
For however, pretty much, kind of, sort of, however long you wanted. There's also a limit to how long you can park in these lots, which is 7 days. The 2 Fairgrounds Road lot, where people parked all summer for the Fast Ferry Connector, will remain free for now. We're going to monitor that and see how it works out. Also, no trailers in any of the town lots, including the 2 Fairgrounds lot. So don't try to think you're going to park your trailer at any one of these places for the winter.
One way that a commercial guy from off island could divert that would be just park it overnight on the street.
No can do.
How do you know they're really? I see
commercial vehicles cannot park in the core district or the residential parking district. I think it is the residential parking district overnight at all, ever. If you are a resident commercial vehicle, you can get a permit and you can park overnight in the 2-hour zone, the residential parking zone.
Okay.
So you may very well see those vehicles, but they should have a local permit sticker. There's also a kind of a winter parking program that the board adopted that will be the program going forward, which involves lesser enforcement hours from after stroll till daffodil weekend, opening up a taxi stand and some loading zones. And again, I didn't take a long time to go through all of that right this second, so it is going to be posted online so people can go and look at that. We also had our first quarter fiscal year 15 budget reviews of the general fund and the enterprise funds, and that was interesting. DPW director gave an update on winter snow removal preparations, and we had a bit of discussion about sand and salt on hand, the condition of the equipment, things like that.
Is that all okay?
Seems like it's all okay. There was some discussion about a backhoe being broken beyond repair, so we'll have to look at how we're going to deal with that. I gave the board a monthly town administration activities update, and we had a sort of lengthy discussion with town council about a how can I describe this? A conflict of interest issue that involves selectmen in towns of more than 10,000 people. There is a state law which mandates that let me back up. Selectmen are designated into a category of what is called special municipal employees, which allows them to do certain things privately in towns, like represent somebody before a particular town board or something like that. However, when your population hits 10,000, that exemption is no longer available to you. And it goes into effect with the 2015 election, evidently. So town council was educating the board about what that means. So they had some discussion
So what
about
is that?
that.
What is, I don't even
Well,
know.
it means that,
For instance,
none of the board of, if one of the board members was an attorney or an architect or a designer, they could not represent a client before the HDC or the Zoning Board of Appeals or the Concom. There are certain exemptions involving building permits and some other permits like that, but for the most part, they cannot represent clients before other town boards, basically, is what that means. So there was that discussion. There is no board meeting next week. It's a fifth Wednesday, and we do not meet the fifth Wednesday. I can try to give a little bit of an attempt to explain the red ribbon. It is Red Ribbon Week starting tomorrow, the 23rd through the 31st. It is sponsored by the Nantucket Alliance for Substance Abuse Prevention. Red Ribbon Week is in honor of a DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency, federal government, special agent named Enrique Camarena, who was murdered in Mexico, who was murdered by Mexican drug traffickers in 1985. I've read a bit about him. Very sad situation. Anyway, there are a number of events that are going on during the week. There's an anti-bullying presentation. There's a movie night. There's a drug take-back on Saturday, the 25th. Will this be on before
Yeah.
that? Saturday, the October
It'll be on
25th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Island Pharmacy. Old expired drugs that you don't know what to do with, bring them to Island Pharmacy. Oh, Wear Something Red Day, next Wednesday, the 29th. I'm going to have to remember that.
okay.
And some other various activities. I'm sure there's a little flyer here. I'm sure it's posted on the website somewhere. We'll try to get it on the town website too. So those are the types of things that are going on. The weather's been amazing until today,
Yeah, right.
kind of.
This last
But even
evening.
so, would you
Ugh.
call this a raging nor'easter?
I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Me too. I was kind of a little bit looking forward to it.
In a way, we like our storms, don't we?
Yeah, well, sometimes.
I love them.
So that's not seeming to be happening.
Nope.
So next week, we don't have a board meeting. Are we going to do the show?
No.
We're not doing the show
No,
next
we
week.
will
So
not
the
do
week
that.
after,
Right. You'll be back at it.
I'll be back at it with
Phil.
with a different camera person.
Yes.
I hope you can keep up with the banter, Phil Gallagher. He's already asleep
shot
right
No
now.
way I can keep up with Gino.
That's all right. He'll do his best.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. See you next time.